I've been seeing this trend on the Clock app and I gotta tap in. So here's 3 pieces of advice for 30-year-olds from a 40-year-old. Well, technically 41. 1, choose yourself. Let me tell you something. As girls, we are taught to put everybody and their mama before us, and that becomes a really sick cycle of denying yourself, repressing yourself, and betraying yourself over time. I have a mentor who says, choosing yourself is choosing God. So choose God by choosing yourself. Now, family, church, and society did not make that easy for you, so I understand it's going to take some practical tools and tips to actually get that going. So here's number 2. Heal your codependency. When people hear codependency, they tend to think, oh, it's, you're super clingy or you get attached easily, or no, codependency expresses itself in trying to control others. It expresses itself in trying to rescue others. It expresses itself in you jumping in when people didn't even ask for your help. And next thing you know, you help them. They're in a better position. You're worse off and they don't even say thank you. So now you resent them for it, but they never asked you for help in the first place. Whose block am I on? And so it's important to understand, 1, what codependency is, and 2, to honor that we have all been conditioned to be codependent, whether it's family, church, society. They're the unholy trinity as far as I'm concerned. The third piece of advice is to decolonize your faith, your religion, your spirituality, your spiritual practices. Chances are, if you grew up in this country, especially if you're Black, you have some encounter with the Christian church. Decolonize your Christianity, babes. The way that colonized Christianity has ransacked women's self-esteem, our sense of self-worth. The fact of the matter is, you are created in the image and likeness of God, and God rejoices over you with singing, and doesn't just rejoice over your servitude parts or your self-denial, but over your pleasure, over your body, all of your body. So yeah, beloved ones, those are my 3 pieces of advice. Above all else, love yourself. So trust me, there's plenty more where that came from. So if you want to hear more tips, more advice from a 41-year-old for 30-somethings, like and follow for more.
I keep seeing these videos going around saying, women in your 30s, what would you say to women in their 20s? I don't know if there's this video's gone around where women in your 40s, what would you say to women in their 30s? But I thought, I couldn't see any. So I thought, what would I say to myself in my 30s or to women in their 30s now? So the first thing I'd say is trust yourself. Trust yourself, because I think when you're in your 20s and then when you get to your 30s, you can be quite consumed with other people's opinions. And actually, just stop. Trust yourself. You know you better than anybody else. So do you in the way that you want to do you. Listen to that little voice when you get the ick, all of that. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't sound right, if it doesn't work for you, don't do it. Do it your way, because everybody has an opinion about your life, but only you are living it. So do you. The other thing I'd say to women in their 30s is, well, this is a big one that's taken me a while to get, is, I think Oprah says this, what other people think of you is none of your business. That's a really hard one to grasp, but it's so true. And it's such a lesson that I wish I would have learned in my 30s and didn't drag that out to the 40s. But what other people think of you, other women, other men, other children, other animals, whatever, it's their business. Sometimes we can't be liked by everyone. You could be triggering to someone just because of the colour of your skin, because of the way your hair looks, because of your eye colour. Things that are completely out of your control. Sometimes you've done nothing other than lived. And that can be offensive to some people, and you are just not their cup of tea. So don't spend time and energy twisting yourself left and right and doing all sorts of things to try and accommodate or to try to be liked by people that may never, ever like you. Don't waste your time, girlfriend. Don't do it. And then the third thing I'd say to women in their 30s as a 48-year-old woman is take time to reflect. Take time out of the busyness of your day, take time away from friends, take time away from family, children, the whole 9 yards, and spend time by yourself. Even if it's 5 minutes, just to hear your own thoughts, to collect how you're feeling about something. It's so important to know what you think about things, and therefore taking the time out of your day to reflect on your life, to figure out if you're living it in the way that you'd want to, if there's changes you need to make, if there's people that you might need to eliminate, because sometimes we have to do that. Then I think it's really important to take time out of your life to reflect.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, guys, we'll be talking about something which is very important. The best advice for women in their 30s, straight from other women who have been through it all. Whether you are navigating your career, relationship, or personal growth, your 30s can be an intense decade, and sometimes it feels like there is so much pressure to have everything figured out. So I'm going to talk about this, and I have put the videos together so that you watch, and then I'm just here to share my thoughts, like what I think about today's video. It doesn't have to be that way. So we're going to dive into the most variable pieces of advice older women which they had when they were in their 30s. So first and foremost, one of the most biggest piece of advice is not to compare your timeline to anyone else. In your 30s, you might see some friends getting married, buying houses, or having kids, while others are still figuring out. Both are okay. There is no one size fits all path to life. Other women often say they wish they had not wasted their time worrying about keeping up. Don't rush into major life decisions like marriage or career moves just because you think you are supposed to. Take your time to reflect on what you want and move at your own pace. Okay, your 30s is a critical time to start focusing on your overall being, physically, mentally, and emotionally. As older women often say, the habit to develop now will impact you in your 40s, 50s, and beyond. This means prioritizing your health by eating well, exercising, and managing stress. It also means investigating into your mental growth, whether that's through therapy, reading, or learning new skills. Now is the time to develop a strong foundation that will keep you resilient as life throws its inevitable curveballs when it comes to relationship. Know your worth and don't settle for less than what you deserve. In your 30s, it's easy to feel pressured to settle down if you haven't already, but older women will tell you that it's better to be single than in a relationship that is not right. This is the time to set firm boundaries in all of your relationship, whether romantic, friendship, or even your family. Learn to say no to things that don't deserve you, and don't be afraid to walk away from toxic situations. Whether it comes to your career, don't be afraid to take risk. Many older women look back and wish they had been older in their 30s, asking for the rise, switching careers, or even starting their own businesses. If you're not happy with where you are, process or professionally, this is a time to explore new opportunities. Trust yourself and remember that you're never too old to start over. Your 30s can be a time of immense growth, and taking risks now can pay off big in the future. One thing that becomes clear as you grow older is the value of quality friendship over quantity. In your 20s, you may have had a wide circle of friends, but your 30s are about building deeper, more meaningful connections with people who truly have your back. Surrounded yourself with people who support you, challenge you to be better, and bring new positivity into your life. It's okay if your social circle shrinks as long as those remaining relationships are strong and fulfilling. The most empowering advice from older women into embrace the process of aging. Society often makes women feel like their 30s are the beginning or the end, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Your 30s can be some of the best years of your life if you focus on growth, learning, and self love. Don't be afraid of getting older, be excited about it. You are wiser, stronger, and more capable than you ever been. And remember, the confidence and grace that comes with aging are some of the most beautiful quality. So that's a thing. Some of the best advice from other women to those of you in your 30s, it's all about talking about your time, investing in yourself, settling boundaries, and embracing whether you're in life, okay? Where you are in life. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Take care of your health and mind, and most importantly, enjoy the journey, okay? You have got this. So, if you found this advice helpful, don't forget to subscribe, okay? So, I know a lot of women, when they reach 30, they're scared, especially when you're not married. They start to look at you like you're in your 30s and you don't even have a husband. They'll start talking about, don't worry about that. If you don't have all together, it's okay even to start again in your 30s. You still have the time, okay? Everyone has their own time. You get my point. You don't have to be pressured that you need to get married at a certain age. No, 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 no. Take your time. Each journey is different, and always enjoy your journey. So yeah, that's the thing. So I don't know what's your take about this video. Women in their 30s in the building. What are you talking about at this topic? Okay, kindly comment, and other women give us advice. Those women in their 30s in the comment section. Okay, so for them to keep going. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping here, and don't forget to subscribe.